Hello, family. Got a new sport, man. That's when the Maryland leads. Today is Tricky Tuesday in my city, Chicago, July 19th, 2022. It's about 8:17 in the a.m. I'm on 63rd and Cottage Grove, across the street from the original Daly's restaurant. Real talk. But if, you know, they tell it, that's the original. But the dates and time don't lie. And this 907 on this beam right here, which is my sobriety year, Christmas 1997. Now I did this video before, but we finna get down to cause condition, because this is a new building. You can see that for yourself. You're not dumb. But it says since 1892. You understand what I'm saying? But this the original over here. I'm the originator of rap music since the age of 1975. I was Chicago Sun-Times newspaper at the age of 6, 1973. I went to live with the Redmonds, Betty Jean Redmond, Kimberly Redmond, Edward Redmond, Leon Baker Redmond, at the age of 6 in 1973. Now this say road work began 7/15-22. Expect dailies. Now this is the so-called mayor. You know, Lori Lightfoot, she's married to a white lady. The mayor is African. You know, she don't look like a native or whatever, like myself, you know, of this land, Chicago, foundational American, who built up the city and was able to afford them this building over here. A lot of money came up out of this one right here. And lucky for me, I was able to eat here before, you know, they shut it down. But they expect things to go a certain way now that they got all them zillions and whatever. And that's why they tearing up the city, to get all the money they hid. Now my so-called foster sister, Kimberly Redmond, who I lived with for about 4 years, 1335 East 75th Street, 75th in Kenwood on, you know, in my city, Chicago. She used to lie all the time, and every time she lied, I would get a whooping. That's what used to happen back in the day. And then one time I lied on her, because I wanted her to know how it felt. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. And, you know, I couldn't take it, or I couldn't take watching her, you know, get our ass whooped. You know, no more than about a minute or two. But she used to lie all the time. And back in the day, my foster mother, Betty Jean Redmond, used to say if she get in trouble, I get in trouble. So I used to try to protect her or whatever and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I thought, you know, that's what I had to do in order to not get in trouble. But I realized that the old people, like they say, a snake is still a snake no matter the size and shape. You understand? Like this ear hustler over here, he's just ear hustling. You understand what I'm saying? Old as fuck. Real talk. And my foster parents, you know, they was like in a maybe middle 60s or something. And, you know, I was 6, like I said, to 10. And my foster sister, Kimberly Redmond, birthday, she's a Cancer, July 15th. She just had one. So what they did, they tried to put one against the other and stuff, real talk. And they knew what I had went through in order to go live with them. And that was, you know, being raped, molested as a baby, and, you know, pretty much left for dead. So by the time I got to my foster parents' house, you know, they claimed they liked me or whatever and stuff, but there a lot of stuff happened there also, you know. One with an older guy who I believe was my foster father, Leon Baker Redmond, father, who was almost 100 years old, and I believe, you know, Leon Baker Redmond was a police officer. So that's why I got this right here, you know what I'm saying, in my city, Chicago, because, you know, they killing off real investigative reporters and police officers, and they taking a pension, things of that nature. If you know anything about the movie with Samuel L. Jackson, The Negotiator, you know where I'm coming from. But yeah, I believe they was able to infiltrate me and my foster sister, Kimberly Redmond, you know, care for one another, whether she cared or not. I cared about her, you understand what I'm saying? But I believe my foster mother knew that in the end, you know, we'll probably I would try to figure out some stuff, because I'm the originator of rap music. I went to their house you understand, their apartment, not knowing the difference between an apple and orange at the age of 6, but by the age of 8, I was filling up, you know, notebook paper with, you know, rhyme stories. So they basically wanted to get an idea of how I thought, but it became so, what you call, like a phenomenon, that they started getting worried. And my foster mother, Betty Jean Redmond, in particular, because, you know, I'm a right-hand person, and I don't know if Kimberly was left-handed, but I was writing with my left hand. My foster mother asked me why was I writing with my left hand when I'm a right-hand person. I said, if something happened to my right hand, I still want to be able to write. Now, I didn't know I was going to grow up to be your, you know, ghetto news reporter and things of that nature. They don't pay no attention to me whatsoever. You know, they act like they don't. They're trying to kill me as I speak. You understand what I'm saying? Everywhere I go, trouble follows me. And, you know, I put my life on the line for a little bit of nothing. I never had a new car, never had a real day at the spa, never had a real vacation other than to go from Chicago, where I'm at, to Lexington, Mississippi, where my foster parents built a house from the ground up off of my money and my demise and everything. And, you know, left me for dead pretty much on a bike. You understand what I'm saying? You know, trying to steal whatever I got left. And they put me against my foster sister, Kimberly Redmond, because my foster mother, Betty Jean Redmond, you know, she said, hey, get them albums, records over there in the corner, you know, and she wanted to see what kind of music I like, I guess. And I, you know, gravitated towards the staple singers. Who knows my foster parents, the Redmond, Mavis Staples in particular. And they knew what kind of game they was running on me, but I was so young and, you know, my mind wasn't well developed at the time. And I've been up like a crackhead trying to figure out all this stuff, you know, for about at least over almost 20 years, you know, consistently, even going through a lot of trauma that the police have sent me through, like tasing me in my kidney, having gangbangers beat me up, getting poisoned 6 times. First time was when I was with my foster parents, the Redmonds, when I was eating some Kentucky Fried Chicken. And a couple of times at a shelter named Sarah Circle, and one time in Atlanta, and one time where I'm at now, 6210 South Kimbark Avenue, Chicago, North 60637. So you see the Kimbark and my foster sister name being Kim, so it's all symbolic. And if you don't got sense enough to put it together, you know, it'll go right over your head because it's coded language. So I believe my foster mother, Betty Jean Redmond, you know, knew my potentials and knew, you know, if she can get Kim to go against me in the future, I would look stupid in the end. So she did it by, you know, having me listen to music, watching me write and become the originator of rap music, and then asking my foster sister, Kimberly Redmond, if she wanted to sing at the church, Concord Missionary Baptist Church, which is right down the street on 63rd and Kimbark. You know, I'm on 62nd. The church is on 63rd. And of course, I was going to stand up and say, you know, I'll do it, because I couldn't understand why she would ask, you know, my foster sister, who never, you know, listened to music, never wrote anything. You understand what I'm saying? But by this time, I wasn't an ugly duckling. And my foster sister, you know, probably was starting to get jealous because of my looks and how I became, you know, from an ugly duckling to somebody real cute. And I knew that would be the problem. So when I went to Mississippi with my so-called friend Dwayne Lewis, who I believe was part of the problem also, you know, gang related, and you know, he's on this strip also, 63rd, Inglewood, and all that, you know. But I befriended him, and I try to hang in there and be a best friend and all that, but he don't think like I do. So, you know, I got to stop thinking and learn how to hate like them and stuff, you know. Got a lot of selfish people in my city, Chicago. And I'm trying to make this the last video, but long story short, me and Dwayne went to Lexington, Mississippi to visit my foster parents, the Redmonds, Kimberly Redmond, Leon Baker Redmond, and Betty Redmond. But Eric Redmond, he married a Jehovah's Witness, and she was a white lady. You understand what I'm saying? And somehow or another, you know, white people got their claws in the brains, in the mind, in the body, the spirit, and the soul. You understand what I'm saying? Illuminati want my mind, body, and soul. You understand what I'm saying? So much that, you know, these people, you know, would throw each other under the bus. Like Tupac said, it ain't them that's killing us, it's us that's killing. Now it's everybody. Now they really want to get away with all that money, diamonds, pearls, and, you know, oil, and, you know, buku money. And it's not about the money, because they burn money all day. It's about control. You know what I'm saying? It's about rape, violence, you know, scare tactics and things of that nature. And it's definitely not about tinted windows, because May 31st, 2008, when I was driving, the police stole my car. You know, I had the lightest tint. You understand? Real talk. They stole everything from me. I'm basically on the verge. If they get me this time, it's a wrap, pretty much. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. So, you know, my foster sister, Kimberly Redmond, you know, met my so-called best friend, Dwayne Lewis, and I thought maybe they knew each other. You know, maybe they was conversing back and forth. You understand? Real talk. And when I was on my way to Mississippi, you know, the police pulled me over in my 1980 Buick T-top, you know what I'm saying, car. You know, I was trying to get to my family, foster family, so fast, I didn't even get a checkup. Spent about $1,500 on the car and just broke out, right? And of course, they gave me a ticket. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I don't drive today. I got license, but, you know, I know they'll just pull me over or steal my car like they always do and stuff. And guess what my so-called friend Dwayne Lewis asked me after I've been railroaded, you understand what I'm saying, since 2007, really, when I posted my first ever YouTube video, Mary Mack versus the Fat Black Oprah Winfrey. He gonna ask me, you know, a few times, let me see, a few years ago, you know, how you gonna get a car? And they go to police right on schedule. And I'm like, that's all you worried about if I get a car? You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. All them times I let him drive my car, wear my clothes. He was wearing my clothes when I took him to go visit my foster parents. So, of course, when they stole everything in 2008 and lied and said I disarmed a police officer on Devon and Clark, May 31st, you know, everything in my first ever YouTube video, Mary Mack versus the Fat Black Oprah Winfrey, somebody got 9 times out of 10, it's Dwayne Lewis, because, you know, they want shit for free. You understand what I'm saying? They don't want to work and stuff, and they think I'm going to work for them for the rest of my life. And I'm like, no, because every time I got something, I end up, you know, not having it and stuff. So, you know, I'm basically walking around dead and shit, you know what I'm saying? But I say, when I go, we all go, and I believe that shit. That's why I do what I do. They singled me out. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. One time I was standing on a bus, and this guy and his son pulled up to the stoplight, and it was a young boy, and his father was driving, and his son, who was about 10 years old, you know, shot me with some water. So if they teaching them how to be criminals at a young age, you know what I'm saying? We know why. You know, the devil pay their children and stuff. And one time I was across the street waiting on the bus stop, and they started shooting across the street from that gas station. And they started shooting, and I ain't moved. You understand what I'm saying? And dude was like, came over and asked me, why you didn't run? I said that if I would have run and got shot, then that bullet would have been for me. But if I stayed still, you understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Then I know they out to get me for real. You understand what I'm saying? I don't run for nothing. So they say it's not what you know, it's what you could prove. So a lot of my writings and videos, people are using and, you know, calculating and, you know, coming up off of me and stuff. You understand what I'm saying? You know, using to keep them relevant or whatever. So Lori Lightfoot, you understand what I'm saying? You know I'm the real man. I figured out all this stuff. If you on my Facebook trolling and stuff, you know damn well, you know you can't do me better than me. The last person you're gonna save is yourself. So at the end of the day, when you get through, you understand what I'm saying? They say if you tell a lie long enough, it will become the truth. And if people are buying into the lie, you understand what I'm saying? Then you buying into your own demise. I'm not going to hell because somebody programmed me to lie. Step your game up. Peace.